Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Manchester United 3, RC Lens 1. So RC Lens is the club who finished the second place last season. Just a 1 point away from the champion Paris Saint-Germain in the French League 1. So this is not a joke team, alright? They are a serious team. And then it wasn't quite easy for Manchester United. Yes, we beat a really great result. It's like 3-1 is a quite good result. But when you look at this match, when you summarize the match, there are a lot of negative things that we have to talk about, and then there are a lot of positive things we have to talk about as well. But of course, we're not gonna to focus on the negative. But something we have to talk about is the individual mistakes. Alright, the first goal we conceded at the 23rd minute. Florian Soto got chopped, and then chipped to the Andre Onana. It was a great goal, but it came from the Diego Dalot individual mistakes. So we cannot let this happen with this kind of mistake. You might think like, oh, it's not that important because it is a pre-season. Yes, it is a pre-season. Yes, it doesn't count, but the mistake counts. Why? Because if you continually making a mistake, how are you gonna improve next season? How are you gonna compete? If you cannot avoid mistake with this kind of team, how are you gonna compete against the giant team in the Premier League? So mistake counts, results don't. All right. So this is the truth. Mistake is that we shouldn't carry along. So mistake has to be correct. We cannot play like this. We cannot make a mistake. So when you look at the against Borussia Dortmund, we concede 2 mistakes, and it was 2 goals for the Borussia Dortmund. Vitalino makes pass, and then we conceded 1 goal. And Aruma Mesaga made a mistake, and we conceded a goal. Now Diego Dalot made a mistake, we conceded a goal, which means 3 mistakes equal to 3 goals. This is a huge problem, guys. This is a huge problem, right? So we know what kind of goalkeeper we have now. So we have to use him as an extra defender. But it doesn't mean you can make a mistake, because anyone can chip from the halfway line when your team have an Andre Onana. So it is a huge mistake, right? So it is a huge mistake. It is a huge lesson that we have to learn. So mistake have to be correct by the individual player. This is nothing to do with the Andre Onana. This has nothing to do with the Eric Ten Hag playing style. It has everything to do with the individual player. For example, it's a Diego Dalot this match, but I'm not gonna blame him like piece of shit, right? But he need to improve, And then when you look at the better playing, not that good. You might gonna say, oh, we had a 63% of possession, but it doesn't mean you had a great performance. When you look at the better playing, all the possession came from our 3 center back. So which means there's nothing that we can do when it comes to attacking. Alright, from those attacking trio, Anthony Santo, Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, Rashford, and Anthony Santo got a goal. I get that, but when you forget about that 2 goals, what can they do? What did they do? Anthony Santo, created a chance for have an assist for Marcus Rashford. Yes, but we didn't have enough threat for length from our attacking trio. All the threat from our attacking trio is Garnacho. Garnacho is a really decisive player. He is now getting better at decision making. He is now getting better at playing on the wings. He can make a correct decision, like when does he need to pass, when did he need to shoot. He's really great guy. He's improving a lot, right? So from the first 45 minutes, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and Garnacho are the only 3 players that we can count on. All the other players, some of the players doing quite normal, and some of the players are underperforming. Some of the players, like the Mason Mount, missed a huge glory chance, and he's not fit yet at the moment. He's not fully fit in the system at the moment, so he need time. I get that, but we are not okay. We didn't sign Mason Mount for our academy. We sign for him, to use as a a starter, to use him as a first liner, which means you are important in this part of the game. You are important like the other player. You have own your responsibility, which means you cannot take too long to adapt in a new system. I'm not gonna push him like he's like nothing for us. Okay, we pay 65 million for him, 65 million euro for Mason Mount, and I get that he came from the different he came from the different environment, but he had to improve. He need to fit in club system quickly. We didn't have time. We don't have time. Okay, and August 5th is the campaign has to start in August 5th. He need to adapt quite well as immediately. So this is the thing that we need to talk about as a negative thing. I'm not gonna call as a negative. I'm gonna call it like the room for improvement. When you focus on the positive, number one is Bruno Fernandes. Alright, Bruno Fernandes played really well. Okay, he almost I saw that he almost conceded a huge chance for Lens. When he back passed to the Rafael Lisandro Martinez. So thank God it was Lisandro Martinez who received the ball from the Bruno Fernandes. And when you look at the first 45 minutes, Bruno Fernandes has a quite great passing for our striker and great distribution, great play from him. And Casemiro, what a defensive action from the Casemiro from the countless time and during the 90 minutes. And then we got a Lisandro Martinez. You don't need to talk about Lisandro Martinez. He don't make mistakes. He's a very comfortable on the ball. He's very comfortable. He's a main man when it comes to building the better playing. Alright. And then we got a Garnacho who was really great for us on the wings. I love this player. Okay, so this is what we need to talk about. After winning against Lens, so we need to take it serious. Eric Ten Hag is now trying to use him, have him the first 11 because the campaign is about to start in August 5th. So we need to be ready. To be ready, you have to avoid the mistakes. All right, you have to avoid mistakes. You don't have time to make mistakes anymore. All right. So what do you think about this game? Make sure in the comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.